Hey guys, today I'll show you how to set up Docker mail server on Debian 12, and you can use this mail server for your cold email marketing as well as of course transactional emails. What you'll need are a VPS with open port 25. You can use RackNerd or Contabo, and of course a domain name. And before you install Docker mail server, you need to install Docker and of course Docker Compose. So first you need a VPS with open port 25. You can choose RackNerd. Let's go to RackNerd and choose KVM VPS. And scroll down. We need at least 2 GB of RAM. Click order and choose Debian 12, and be sure to choose Los Angeles because it has free IPv6, and of course just follow the on-screen instructions for setting up your RackNerd VPS. So if you don't know how to set up RackNerd VPS, I will put a link on the description down below so that you can watch before purchasing a RackNerd VPS. Okay, so once you have your RackNerd VPS, you will have a control panel like this, and the login credentials will be sent to you in your registered email as well as your root password. So now let's connect to our server via SSH. I'll be using a free SSH client called Bitwise. Let's open Bitwise. Beside host, put your server IP address here and use port 22, and your username is root. So just click login. Click accept and save. Paste your root password here and just click OK. Click new terminal console. And first we will install Docker. So I have created a tutorial here so that you can follow. So let's update our server. Just copy this one because we are a root user, we don't have to use sudo. Paste it here and hit enter. Okay, next we will install the dependencies. So we have already updated our server, so let's go to second command here and paste it here, hit enter. Next we will copy this second command and we will add Docker's official GPG key. Copy this one, paste it here and hit enter. And this one, hit enter. And we'll set up a Docker repository. Okay, just copy everything here, paste it here, hit enter. Now we will install a Docker engine. Just copy this command and paste it here. Just choose Y. And we will verify if we have successfully installed Docker. So we will run this command. Let's see if we have successfully installed Docker. So just hit enter. So it will pull the hello world, and we have successfully installed Docker. Before we proceed, let's go back to our VPS control panel, and of course you need to check your IPv4 for any blacklist. Let's go to MX Toolbox, go to blacklists, paste your IP here, click blacklist check, and we're good. Next, we will enable IPv6. So RackNerd offers IPv6 up to 100. So just contact their support that you need an IPv6, and it is absolutely free. So I have already contacted RackNerd, and I already have IPv6, and we will enable IPv6. So let's go back to our terminal console. So let's go to nano etc ctl.connect. Okay, scroll down. Okay, just set this 1 to 0s, 0, all values to 0. Just Control X, Y, and hit enter, and we'll reboot our server. Okay, while waiting, you need to set up your host name. It should be mail.yourdomain.com or whatever you want to place it here. MX inbox. So I'll be putting mail.webchunks.shop. You need to go to host name and set your host name here, and just click change, and of course your reverse DNS. So RackNerd handles the reverse DNS. You need to contact their support that you need to set the IPv4 and IPv6 to your host name. So that will be mail.webchunks.shop, and of course your IPv6 should be mail.webchunks.shop. So it's not appearing here, and I hope they will upgrade Soleus VM to Soleus 2. So let's go back to our tutorial. So we already have enabled IPv6, and just a quick tip: if you want to have a domain that is clean, that is not blacklisted by Spamhaus, you need to create your brandable domain, not just the generic ones. Okay, so we have already set our reverse DNS. Next, we will set our A records as well as the MX record. So I'll be going to Namecheap because I have registered my domain here. Okay, I have my domain here. I'm just gonna click manage. I'm using the basic DNS, and let's go to advanced DNS. Okay, I'll just remove this CP. Okay, so add two A records that will be at, and of course the mail, and set it to your VPS IP address. And under here we will use custom MX and add an MX record with the host at, that will be the root, and of course the value will be mail.webchunks.shop, and the priority is 10. Make the time to live automatic. Okay, now let's start installing Docker Mailserver. Okay, let's go to our Bitwise. Click Terminal Console, and let's go to our tutorial. I will be putting the link here on the description down below. So if you want to read this tutorial online, you can. And okay, let's copy this first line of command, paste it here, hit enter. We'll get the file compose.yaml, hit enter. The second one, the mailserver.env, hit enter. And we will open the compose.yaml. So let's nano we will set the hostname to our own hostname. Okay, sorry, I have a slow internet at the moment. Okay, so I have set my hostname to mail.webchunks.shop. We need to save this one, so just Control X, Y, and hit enter. Okay, next. Okay, we will start our Docker. So just use this command always, docker compose up-d. So hit enter. Next, we will create an email. Copy this one and be sure to change this email to your own email. So I'll just copy this one so it will be faster. I'll be creating an info@webchunks.shop. Paste it here and hit enter. So I will be putting a password here. Do not forget your password. Hit enter. So now we have created an email. Next, we will get the DKIM key. We'll need to run this command. Okay, paste it here, hit enter. And by the way, okay, this is not the right path. The right path is here. So let's go back to our Bitwise. It is much easier. We'll be using an SFTP window, so just click here. Okay, this one is the right path. So I will be downloading the mail.txt. Okay, I'll just double click this one, and here it is. So let's go back to Namecheap, and we will add a text record with the content of the DKIM. So let's go back to Namecheap. So we'll set a text record. So the text will be mail.domain key, and of course the value is this one. So copy this one first. Do not include the quotation marks. Paste it here, space, and copy this one up until here. So again, do not include the quotation marks. Copy. And the second one up until here. So copy this one, paste it here, and hit enter. Or rather save. Next, we will add the two remaining text records. So that will be a text record at, and of course this one. I'll just copy this one. So for you, so I'll explain what IP6 is. So IP6 is your IPv6 and IP4 is your IPv4. So we need this one for maximum deliverability. Paste it here and save the changes, and of course the DMARC, another text record, so that will be underscore DMARC, and copy the value. So you don't need to change anything here, and save the changes. Okay, now we have completed the necessary DNS records. Now let's go back to our tutorial blog here, and we will get an SSL certificate for our mail hostname. So just copy this one and be sure to change your hostname with this one with your own hostname. So go back to terminal console, paste it here and hit enter. So we will enter our email here. You can use a personal email. So choose Y, also Y. Okay, great. We have successfully received a certificate. Next, we will add some lines. Okay, let's go to our compose.yml. And we will copy this lines under volumes. Okay, so this is the volume. Scrolling patiently. Okay, we will just format this one. Okay, I have already added the two lines. Just Ctrl X again, choose Y and hit enter. Now let's go to mailserver.env. We will add the SSL type to Let's Encrypt. So let's Ctrl W SSL. Okay, we will set the SSL type to Let's Encrypt. And Ctrl X, Y, hit enter. And let's start our Docker mail server using Docker Compose. Copy this one, paste it here, hit enter. Okay, great. We have started our mail server. Now, since Docker Mailserver doesn't have a graphical user interface, we need to have a third-party email client or webmail. So I will be using Thunderbird. So I'll just open a Thunderbird. Okay, let's see, Bruce Wayne, and we'll put our email here and also the password. So just click continue. Okay, great. We have successfully configured Docker Mailserver. Now we have the incoming IMAP. It is secured with SSL and our outgoing SMTP with TLS. So just click done. Okay, we'll just click finish, and we'll send a test email to mail tester and of course our Gmail. Okay, I'll just open mail tester. Okay, I'll just copy this recipient, click new message. Okay, first, and I'll just open my Gmail. Web shanks. Okay, great. So I will use an email template. Okay, just copy this one for the subject and the body. Paste it here. So just hit send. Okay, great. We have received an email directly to inbox, and let's check our score. And we've got 10/10. So we only have this one. I've created a tutorial so that we can mark this as green. So I'll also put a link on the description down below. Okay, now let's try to reply. So we will be there. I just click send. Okay, let's go back to Thunderbird. We can get a message. Okay, great. We have received a reply. We will be there. Okay, that's it. That is how you will configure Docker Mailserver in order to send and receive email messages. So if you have any questions, just drop them on the comments down below and I'll try to answer them all. And if this video helped you in any way, just please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.